at the age of 62 years, 4 months and 1 week, I'm going to play a game of football. And it's not veterans and it's not walking, it's all age football. That was great. Enjoyed that. We won by 1 goal as well. Football history in the making? No, not me playing out 62 years, 4 months and 1 week. But tomorrow evening, which will be Thursday, August the 29th, 6:30 p.m, you can watch TNS in the Conference League, UEFA Conference League, second leg, playoff against the champions of Lithuania. It's free to watch as well. So go on the TNS website and click the link and away you go. Look forward to your company. I'll be doing the commentary as well. I'm very, very much looking forward to that game. But now, back home, shower, fishing in the morning. So I'll see you at the water's edge. At least I'm not a blanker. In quick succession, I've had half a dozen of these. I think it might be time to switch back to sweet corn. What do you think? Just had a WhatsApp message. Heads up, the curse is here. That's it. Might as well go home now. Say no more.
The curse is here.
I was just saying before you arrived and you sent me the message, I might as well go home, hadn't I?
Well, I didn't give you pre-warning. About 5 minutes.
Five minutes.
Have you had any fish yet?
I've had a tench.
Oh, that's good.
Before you arrived.
That's the kiss of death now. You'll have no more.
And I had half a dozen perch or so. I was fishing with maggot.
Yeah.
And I was catching them in quick succession. So I decided to go for the corn. Quality over quantity, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I'm walking the dog this morning, so no fishing this morning.
And talking of the curse, you went down the Wolves over the bank holiday weekend, and you didn't get there till half time. It's 2-2. They lost 6. I've got a suggestion for you. Why don't you get a season ticket at West Bromwich Albion just for 1 year?
That's a good idea.
They'll be out of business. Never mind relegation.
The curse goes everywhere. I'm even known at the curse at work now. That's how bad it is.
TC.
Yeah.
Ian, we often talk about memories, don't we?
We do, yes.
Put you on the spot now. Can you remember your first fish?
I can, yes. It was a gudgeon. I remember when I caught it down Swindon. I must have been about 6-7 years old. Fascinated that I caught a fish. Yeah.
Same here. Mine was on the Staffs Worcestershire Canal, a place called the Brach.
The Brach, yeah, just
a bit further along.
A few locks up, yes.
And I was again about the same age.
Yeah.
It's certainly in the 1960s.
It was, yeah.
And I can remember I used to cycle from where I lived, strap the rods to the crossbar, the rod to the crossbar, and have a sort of a haversack over my shoulder and cycle. I used to cycle down, but I did walk back up that big hill from the battlefield island, what I call Womborne Island, up through Gospel End. Yeah, through the village.
The big hill.
Great memories.
Memories all the time, yeah. We have a lot of memories on the canals. And we're so lucky, really. There's a lot of canals around by us, just on our doorstep, really. And got some nice fishing.
They have, especially now, haven't they? Back then they were, the Staffs Worcestershire is the one I used to fish a lot. Absolutely stuffed with gudgeon. Yeah. I think a lot of us as children, and maybe as adults as well, we used to have those competitions. How many gudgeon can you catch? Because that's all you caught, really, gudgeon.
Yeah. And it was a porcupine quill.
Porcupine quill.
That was our floats then in them days.
Do you remember the tackle shop in Sedgley? It's on the corner of Bilson Street and the High Street.
Yes, remember it, yeah.
Hartills,
something like that.
Hartills.
Yes.
And even now, this is interesting, because even now, more than half a century later, if ever I'm in a situation maybe a tackle shop that hasn't kept his maggots very good,
Yeah, yeah.
and they smell
Yeah, you can
like
still
that
smell.
sawdust
Yes.
type smell.
Yeah.
It takes me back to when I used to go into that shop. I can remember going up the steps
Yeah, it was up the steps, yeah.
into the shop, and you'd smell the
The
maggots.
maggots, yeah. Good days, that's
Yeah, the little
time ago.
porcupine quills. they were popular, weren't they? The little quills at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Orange tip.
you used to
Orange tip.
get the rubbers and put them down
Yeah.
the line and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
None of these regular type floats what we have now. Yeah.
No,
I think
you-
a lot of the tackle is to catch the fishermen, not the fish.
Well, you go into a tackle shop now, especially a bigger
Big
one,
yeah.
and the array of floats. It must be confusing for a beginner. Back then, it was like, "Can I have a float?"
Float,
And
yeah.
it was a quill,
Yeah,
wasn't
that
it?
was it, yeah.
It was a quill.
Yeah. Good old memories, yeah. But very limited tackling those days, if you think about it. You know, the rods, the
Very,
reels,
very limited, weren't they?
not what you've got now.
Yeah.
When we was kids, what was it? Mitchell reels?
I used to have a Mitchell.
Mitchell reels.
Mitchell 324, 325.
The 300 series.
Yeah,
wasn't
but yeah,
Fantastic.
bringing back
Black
memories now. And the Black Prince, remember the Black Prince?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was his starter reel, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Woolworths used to sell fishing
Woolworths,
tackle.
yeah.
The Winfield brand.
Well, where I live, the Woolies in there, they sell fishing tackle in there. On the back years, yeah. Yeah, the Woolworths brand.
Whenever I catch a gudgeon now, it always takes me back to that first
I caught one
fish.
the other night down the canal. I just looked at it. So look at that little gudgeon. That's a nice little gudgeon.
Last one I had was when I've been to work, so I fished the upper Severn,
Yeah.
and I caught a lot of chub, dace, bleak, minnow, perch,
Your favourite
and I had
fish.
one gudgeon,
One gudgeon.
and that one fish took me
Brings
back.
back memories, isn't it?
Yeah,
When you ever get your memories back to when we was kids.
yeah, they're great, aren't they, memories?
It's
They're really
our
good.
age, we might remember it. Can't remember what you had for your
At
tea
your
last
age,
night.
you're older than me.
So you can't remember what you had for your tea last night, but you can remember what you did 50 years ago.
You're more advanced than I am.
No, they've got 4 months.
I'll tell you what, I'm thinking of school as well. I was in Sedgley this week. I don't go up that often now.
Yeah.
Well, we both used to live in Sedgley,
Yeah,
and we've
yeah,
both
yeah.
moved on
Yeah.
from there. I was up in Sedgley. Do you remember the big car park next to where we went to school, Queen Victoria?
Yeah.
Well, I say, do you remember the
Yeah.
big car park? Because there's now a supermarket
Oh, no,
on
yeah.
there,
Aldi.
or at least the beginnings of one.
Aldi.
It's a
Aldi,
huge,
exactly.
like a warehouse type building.
Yeah,
So it's changed a lot over the years, Sedgley.
it has, yeah. I don't think for the better either, Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think for the better.
It's changed a lot, hasn't it, over
Yeah.
the years? Because when I grew up, and you, everyone called it the village.
The village, yes.
They were going into Sedgley. It was the village. It was a small village on the edge of the Black Country.
Because it was separated from Wolverhampton. And
We had a
Thornham.
green belt, a total
Yeah,
green
but
belt
now it's
around Sedgley.
Just a flow now.
Now a lot of it has been developed and
Yeah,
built on.
yeah.
But great memories, aren't they?
Great memories.
And
Great.
maybe what we talk about today will become memories.
Maybe.
I don't know about the next 50 or 60 years.
I'll never be here that long.
We'll both be very well advanced in years,
Yeah.
if that's the case.
It'll be somebody else's memory, I think.
Hey, you brought your dog with you as well here
Yeah,
today?
yes. Grandkids' dog, they've gone on holiday, so instead of putting it in the home,
Let's drop the camera. We can have a look at the dog.
yeah, she's a lovely little dog. Very faithful.
Hey.
Yeah. Loves chasing squirrels, hence on the lead. Coco. Okay, Coco.
Cocoa Pops. I'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops. I had a bowl of those the other day.
Yeah.
What's your favourite cereal?
Oh, put me on the spot there. At my age, I think bran flakes.
Bran Flakes.
Yeah. With sultanas and bananas in it.
I do like cereal,
But when I
actually.
was a kid, I think it was Ready Break.
Ready Break. Remember that? You used to the advert on television
That's right.
with the glow.
That's all I used to
The
have.
glow around the
Yeah.
child.
I thought if I eat that, at least I'll be
Now for a
warm.
walk in the valley. Binoculars and dog. Killing two birds with one stone. Through the woodland and onto the golf course. Dilwyn. It's your brother. Reminds me of Yossi Hughes when he met Graham Souness. Anyone remember that? That's a few years ago, isn't it? You'll either know what I'm talking about or you won't have a clue. These look nothing like you, Dilwyn, but I think they might be coming to say hello. Like you, they're curious. There's the sheep. Good boy, Dilwyn. You saying hello? Daddy's picked you up because of the brambles and the nettles. Daddy's the good shepherd, isn't he? Walking back home along the lane. Fantastic. Did we enjoy that, Dilwyn? Did we enjoy that? Kiss-an. I'm definitely more Wild in the Country by Elvis Presley than Bow Wow Wow. Do you remember them? Could be your favourite artist, Dilwyn, couldn't it? Anyway, I've had a good morning so far. Fishing, chatting with Ian Clark, a walk in the valley. Next stop, Park Hall.